Can you tell me about the Danube group?
Can you tell me about Danube Group? Danube Group is formed in 1993. Today we are 28 years. And it started as a very small company where me and my wife we were managing this company. And Alhamdulillah, by God's grace, we have now 3,600 employees working in the company. And Danube Group, we have three main companies. One is Danube Building Material, Danube Home, and Danube Properties. So Building Material was formed the first company. Then in 1997 we formed Danube Home, and after that in 2014 we formed Danube Properties. So it's a long journey, and Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy to say that all the three companies are doing, inshallah, well in this pandemic.
Was it easy to start?
No, not at all. When you start a company and it's a big task, it's not easy. But then it's always, one has to remember that we have to have a vision every year.
Yes.
That what you want to do, and we always work out a strategy that where we will be in the next 3 years. And I always tell my people also the same thing, that what you want to do and where you want to be in the next 3 years, focus on that goal, work on that goal, and try to achieve that. And that's what we do. We don't plan with 20 years on the line. But yes, 3 years. Today I know exactly after 3 years what I want to do. And not only me, across all the companies, all my people who are working, they have the whole idea about this.
Was you alone or someone support you? Because it's not easy to make it big, mashallah.
Yeah.
Was it alone or someone support you?
You see, you can never become so big if you try to manage everything alone. It's important to have the right people working for you. And when you have the right people, you need to delegate them. You need to tell them to do the work. And madam, you will be surprised that sometimes many a times I have found people who are working better than me. You just have to guide them, you have to mentor them, you have to give them the full confidence, you have to support them, even if they make a mistake. You also have to tell them, no problem, this happens, go ahead, I'm there for you. And if you do that, they are always very positive and they work for the company and they do better. And that's the only way you can go big. You cannot grow big if you think everything I want to do alone.
Yes. Did you meet any challenges? Challenges.
Many challenges, madam. In this so many years, many challenges. First of all, I remember how in my life the first challenge was when my dad expired.
Yes.
I was the only earning member, so I had to ensure that I make sure that my family is happy and they're getting the proper food and shelter.
Yes.
After that, I went to Kuwait. Saddam Hussein comes in. That was the second challenge which I faced.
Yes.
To come out of that challenge. Third, I come to Dubai, started my company. So that was a big challenge again. After I started the company, the fourth challenge came was the Lehman Brothers crisis, where everybody lost money and everything going down. So we were in the peak of the business and all my collections stopped coming in, all the orders stopped coming in. So that was the biggest challenge. And now lately the COVID crisis challenge. Now the COVID crisis, everybody went through a lot of trouble. So of course you have challenges, but you have to come out of the challenges and work positively, because I always feel for every problem there is a solution. And if you find that solution with a positive mind, you can overcome the challenges without any problem.
That was your opinion when you were a child? Your opinion when you were a child? To think about the company and the construction and the Rome and the...
No, when I was a child, I never thought I am going to have such a big company. When I was a child, I was selling books, I was selling firecrackers, so I never thought I would be having such a big company. But it's like I said, every 3 years from the time I'm born, that okay, after 3 years when I was selling books, I wanted to make a bookshop. When I was selling crackers, I wanted to make a cracker shop.
Yeah.
So every 3 years I should plan that, okay, this is what I want to do. And then slowly when I started the building material company, I wanted to make it the #1 building material company. Now it's easier to say that you can want to make the number 1 building material, but then what you have to do to make the number 1 building material, I have figured out that if I have to become the number of building material, I should have everything which is required in the building material. So slowly we added a lot of things which is required in the building material. Then if I have to be number 1 building material, I cannot be sitting only in one place and become the number building material. So we opened more than 50 shops across the GCC country, and we started supplying from that 50 shops. So today, if you look at it, the reason people call us the number 1 building material because we have so many products and we are across everywhere. And the same formula we applied for Danube, we added more and more products. Same thing in the property also, we came out with a unique thing. So it's never like, when answering to a question, when I started my company, I never knew that I was going to do it. But when I start a company, I have certain things in mind that, okay, this is the way I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to become big, and we focus on that.
What did you learn from your father? Like,
what is my learning from my father?
Your father.
My father, he was a big mentor for me. He taught me many things. One of the most important things which I learned from him is he used to always tell me, never burn the bridges. When I say never burn the bridges, he used to have a boss above him, and he and his boss used to always have some friction or some fight. So my father used to come very angry in the house that my boss is not good and I'm going to resign my company and this and that. But the boss was very smart. He used to next day call my father, hello Mr. Sajan, come here, we have to do this work, what did you bring for eat, let's eat together. Because my father's boss wanted the work from my father, so he used to butter him again and get the work done. So he used to come and tell me, I want you to become not like me, you should become like my boss. I said, how, Daddy? How can I do that?
That's right.
So he used to tell me, when you never burn the bridges, means if you have a fight with somebody, don't break up. Always keep that line where you are able to talk to him and then pick up.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. We learn from our fathers. Okay. What Dubai give you? Dubai, because you started head of business and mashallah succeeded. What Dubai give you?
Dubai is
What's more Dubai?
You see, bro, I think if I was not in Dubai, I would have never been so successful. Not only me, there are many people like me who have really made their career in Dubai or UAE. The most important thing Dubai gives you is flexibility to work, business-friendly environment. They make your business process so easy that you can only focus on your business. Like many countries, when you go to work, I don't want to name the name of the country, but you have to worry about many things. Here, you don't have to worry about your visas, you don't have to worry about any of your finances, the banks are willing to help you. You don't have to worry about your rentals, there's enough place available for rentals. Jebel Ali Free Zone is there, they give you place at a very good rate. The government is willing to help you for anything which you require. If you are getting stuck in any approvals, they will help you in that. So what does a businessman want? And most important thing, because Dubai is strategically located in a very center place, people from all over the world want to come and do business with you. And then most important thing, Dubai visionary leaders are so big, so strong, that they keep on expanding in Dubai. So for a person like me who was into the construction business, it was very helpful because I'm in Dubai, because from the time I came, Dubai is keeping on building and building and building and building, and that helps me to sell all the building which is over there.
Can you tell me about your building? This is Danube, luxury, and the other brand you have.
We have very luxury brand. You see, in Danube, like I told you, we have Danube building material, then we have Danube home, then we have Danube property, and we have a luxury brand called Casa Milano. Casa Milano, because we realized, okay, yes, we have to sell to the masses, but we also have to sell to the rich people also. Because this we decided when I made my house. When I made my house, I had to go to Malaysia, I go to Italy, I go to China to pick up different expensive stuff which is required for the house. Then I said, why not I make one shop over here, which everything I can bring from Germany, from Italy, from Malaysia, from everywhere, this you will find. So I have all the big brands, agencies in for that particular brand. in that Casa Milano. So this particular Casa Milano caters to all the people who have the money.
Does COVID-19 affect your business?
Yes, COVID did affect my business for a short time.
How did you get?
For 4 months.
4 months.
4 months. Yeah. 4 months we were having no much sale, and the salaries were going out, all the rentals were going out. For 4 months it was very bad. But luckily the government acted so fast. They did sanitize the whole city. They made sure that everybody can start working. They opened up everything. Business today in UAE is as normal as what it was pre-COVID level. So if it was not UAE, probably my business would be still suffering. Like I told you, there's one of the neighboring countries which is in a very bad shape. So many neighboring countries are in very bad shape. So luckily we are in Dubai, so that way we are fine.
And your goals? How? Your goals?
Huh?
Your goals?
My goal is to always ensure that my customers are happy. If I achieve that customer happy, then I will be also happy man. Because if my customer happy, they will come and buy from me. That is what I teach all my people, that when you sell to a customer, whether you sell a bathroom fitting, or you sell a property, or you sell a building material, you should always commit to the customer what you can deliver. Do not commit something which you cannot deliver. Make your customer happy, and if he's happy, he will keep on bringing in more and more customers. And this is what I want to do over the years also, and this is one of the reasons I would say the success of my company, that we always have kept customer as the king, always ensured that he is a happy man. Because if he is happy, he will come and buy, not only buy from me, but he is going to tell his neighbor also to buy from me.
Mr. Razwan is more human.
Rضوان is
More human. Humanitarian.
Humanitarian, yeah.
And businessman.
I
See you always do the helping, supporting people and helping at home and peace and
I do, but to be honest, I'm a businessman more. But yes, of course, I try to do little bit. I try to do. My sister helped me in this. We have a nice. The most important thing what we do here is teaching all the blue collar workers English. We teach them English. We teach them basic computers. We teach them basic grooming. Now, what happens is if a worker is working for any company and he does not know English, he will be keeping on working till after 10 years also in the salary of 1200 to 1500 dirham. But if he learns this English, automatically his salary is upgraded by the cost of his task by 300, 400, 500 dirham. For him, this 500 dirham is too much money because he has learned English. And if he learns computer, another 500 to 1000 dirham is free. So we teach about almost 1000 to 2000 people every year, where we upgrade all the skills of these labor class people and making them better and better. Today, if you go to any of my school, if you have time, I would want you to interview them to see how all the school children are studying over there, and they are so happy while studying over there.
I go.
Okay?
I go to
Brother and sister.
Yes.
They will be very happy. You will be also happy.
Because you are very good.
They are very good.
You are good at everything.
And not only we teach them, we keep some musical parties for them, we keep some Eid parties for them, we try to show them a movie and make them very, very happy. Other than, of course, the other thing which we do at this side, this is to my heart. I mean, other than giving ration kit during the Ramadan, during the COVID crisis, we gave 15,000 ration kit. I mean, a lot of people lost their jobs. So these are the small things I keep doing. Now the school which is being run here, the same formula is being implemented in my home country, India also. We do it in Bombay. So there also all the children are studying.
Behind every successful man,
Behind every successful man there is a wife. Definitely my wife is my lucky charm, I would say. She is the one who, because whatever you work, whatever hard work you do, if you do not have the luck with you, you can never succeed. So I think my luck, I always say in all my interviews that the luck is my lucky charm, is my wife, and because of her today, what we are. And of course, Almighty, thanks to Almighty God that they have given us with all the blessings that we are able to do what we want.
how do you handle stress and depression and this? Because it's not easy to...
It's not easy, but I have been gifted with God's gift, the biggest gift I have is the smile, I would say. So I always look at all the problems with a solution, because I feel that every problem has a solution, and if you think in a positive way, if you think in a smile, you can come out with that problem. There are many people, even for a small problem, they create such a big, no, I know this happened, I lost my wallet and I don't know what to do and I'm going to revert the wallet. But here we have faced so many big issues over here. We have always smiled at it, we have figured out what to do and tried to overcome the problem. And I always tell everybody that if you have a problem, don't keep crying. Try to figure out the problem, sit down calmly, sit down with a smile. There is a problem, there is a solution also.
Yes, excellent. Do you not think to expand your business, like projet it's not Africa?
I didn't get it.
To expand your business,
Yeah.
construction and development, like in North Africa or Middle East or other GCC. You have in Saudi already.
We have everywhere. We have in Africa also now.
Africa.
We have in Africa, we are present in many countries in Africa. In Uganda, in Tanzania, in Burundi, many countries we have a store of Danube home now.
You don't think
We have not still given the interviews yet, but we have all these countries, almost 19 countries. In Nepal we have now. I have signed with Bangladesh, I have signed with Pakistan, so you will see everywhere Danube home. Inshallah.
you are not planning to go far?
I am not planning to go.
North Africa.
North Africa, which each of the cities.
Congo, Algeria, Tunisia.
We are there. In Congo, Algeria, we are there. Morocco, we have to go. We haven't found anything in Morocco yet. So we have to figure out Morocco what we want. And also East Europe, we have to figure out.
Okay, who will help you or support you? Because it's not easy to handle this dynasty. It fascinates.
Who help me? As I told you, I have the right people. Right people, right processes. Like for example, in our company, if I will show you, we have an accounts department, finance department, we have a logistics HR department, logistics department, audit department. So we have separate department. Then if I have a branch, I have a good branch manager over there. He is taking care of the branch. Now from here we have a purchase department. So they purchase the whole thing, they will supply to that branch. So the branch manager's job is to sell the material in the market, recover the money. So for the recovering the money, we have a credit control department. So we have created all these different processes everywhere, and that's how the business runs.
How about the market of construction now?
Construction is very good now.
Very good.
Construction is very good, and I feel the construction will stay for another 2-3 years without any problem here. And this 2020, one is of course good, but I'm sure 22-23 also will be good. Because all the price of the villa has gone up. So a lot of now projects will come out to sell more projects.
What makes the Danube construction unique than the others?
Construction unique, then the other is because we deal in so many products. That makes us very unique, because if you go to any of my building material company, any other my competitor, you will find that they are selling only few products, whereas we sell many products.
Yes.
So that makes us unique.
Your advice to your owner, your advice as leader and businessman and
To the young entrepreneur?
to you.
To the young entrepreneur, I always advise them, focus what you want to do. First of all, figure out what you want to do. Because many of the young entrepreneurs want to do anything. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Figure out what is your strength. If your strength is selling, be a salesman. If your strength is writing, be a journalist. If your strength is cooking, be a chef. So figure out what is your strength. After you figure out your strength, work in a company which allows you to develop that strength. And work in a company in such a way that you should be able to add every time a new skill, a new value to the job you are doing. Like when I say if I am going to be a cook, now if I am only cooking Indian food, I can be a cook all my life. But if I learn Chinese, if I learn Italian,
Yes.
it's better for me.
Yes.
So the same way you need to figure out what extra skill you can add, and then make a plan for every 3 years that okay, this is what I want to be after 3 years there, and then gradually grow.
to live the balanced lifestyle? Your life.
My lifestyle.
Yes.
My balance of lifestyle, I'm a workaholic, so I like to work. So that is one part of it. I also like to party. That means I have my good friends circle, so during the weekends I go out with them. We don't go out in a club, we always have house party. So I meet my friends and the family, we all party together. Then I spend some time with my children and my grandchildren. Yesterday we had in our house more than 20 children, small children have been playing in the pool and playing in the garden. So these are the small things we keep doing. Yeah.
Okay. You have plan for what are you planning for the few years coming?
For
Export 2020.
Say again?
For Export 2020.
Export 2020. Export 2020, yes, we are lucky that we were able to supply our building material to majority of the different countries stand. I think more than 27 countries we have been supplying our building material, different products. I'm very happy about this, and I think Expo 2020 will bring in a lot of business, a lot of positivity in the market. 25 million people are expected to come over here. So, and anybody who comes to Dubai, they don't want to go back. They feel Dubai is a place I want to stay here. So I think after Expo 2020 also Dubai is going to rock like anything.
Mr. Rضوان, in one word, and what can you say about yourself?
Workaholic.
Who's it? All the beginning of the mouth.
So you one word, workaholic. You know workaholic?
Sorry?
You have to describe myself in one word. Explaining the meaning of workaholic.
workaholic يعني بحب يشتغل كثير بسعى بالشغل.
Excellent.
When I'm sitting with my wife, I think about business. Not myself, not with my wife, says go.
Okay. Do you have any other question? How's your relationship with your son? How's your relationship with your son?
Huh?
Your relationship with your son?
My son, very good relationship, alhamdulillah. We are father and son, also we are friends together. So we party together, and we dance together, and we work together.
And it's
And he's also very good, alhamdulillah. We have a very strong bonding between the family. If you ask Anis, if you ask son, it's always very, very strong. So if you want, you can call my son, and we can ask him some questions.
because you have big heart.
Yeah.
Because your heart is really big.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So we call, what do you say?
What I was thinking is, once you got other than, we get a picture of you, other and Anis sir, because you mentored Anis sir.
Okay.
It's a nice like picture.
No, we call Adil now.
together.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah, because I feel that if your family is bonded together, your business can grow.
Yes.
If your family fight,
No,
khalas.
may Allah give you always
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah. Because you have big heart.
God is kind.
في شي سؤال هاشي عندك؟
كيف؟
في شي سؤال عندك؟
لا عادي.
أنا ما اعتمدتش على الأسئلة معك ما كان اعتمدتش على الأسئلة.
She's asking if Mr. Razwan, if you have any question, that's fine.
This interview will come where? This interview will be in the newspaper or where it will be?
It will be in the Dubai Global News and Dubai Iconic Lady.
It's in English, Arabic together, Dubai Global News.
Okay.
We will
Then
consider.
English, Iconic Lady, Dubai News Style, Israel. Arabic, Dubai Iconic Lady, Dubai Hospitality News, and DG Engage.
Right. So if you have any opportunity where I can go and talk in a big forum, I like to do that.
London.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to go and talk about inspiration, how I started my business, what should the young
Yes.
people do.
Yes.
Anytime you have anything, please do it on me. Discuss with me, I will come there.
Anyway, we're going to translate the interview in Arabic, but this all people can know what is Rضوان.
Yeah, but they all know me. But you know, I've spoken in many Indian big forum, but I have never spoken in an Arabic forum.
That's why I want to translate.
So no, you translate. If you want me to come over there and talk in front of these people, I will be very happy. I told her, keep in mind any opportunity you get for me to talk in Arabic, because they are having a lot of Arabic. Like we do a lot of lecture on talking in a lot of Indian people we know, the colleges, universities and all that. But we don't do much in Arabic.
No.
So, because we don't have that connection. Okay, so she is right.
More than
That's why I
keep it posted. They handle so Dubai Global uses 7 different.
I know, he told me, he explained to me.
Yeah, so they're like wow. So anything now going out will be like at 7 different places, right? Online, print, digital. So you're covered.
That's my son, Adil. Hi, how are you? I was telling how my son, Adil is more busy than me. And he will get always.
For one question.
Yes.
Very
Yes, yes, yes.
important question.
Yes.
I would like to ask you.
سند بس عشان بعد
How are you, Ali?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Family?
Yes.
Everything good?
Always. Support us, always.
Yeah, we know each
Is
other.
the frame good?
Yeah.
We should have one party for all these people soon, inshallah.
That's what I have.
Yeah, very good idea.
Do you want them to sit there
No, it's okay.
together?
If they like to sit together, I think it will be better.
Okay.
Yeah?
Whatever you want.
Why don't you guys sit together in one frame?
I can stand behind him if you want.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
He's only sitting in 2 chairs.
Whatever is that behind you.
Stand behind.
So I want to do something like today's Father's Day, right? So like how you both kind of like.
So let me ask what you
Whatever.
Like this?
Happy Father's Day. What are you telling to your father today? The Father's Day today. What are you telling? What you learned from him?
Well,
What you want from him?
yeah, so I'm, first of all, happy Father's Day. And I'm truly blessed. I must have done something very good in my previous lifetime to get a father like Razwan Sajan. I mean, not only is he a father, but he's also always been a mentor, a guide, friend, and more than just a father. So wherever I am at work, he was the one who motivated me, gave me the platform, started me from a very, very young age into the work, and made me who I am. So I'm lucky to be his son, and really blessed. Because I'm sure a lot of people look up to him. He's such an inspirational man, and so I have the honor of living that every day, living with him every day. So thank you, God, for giving me such an awesome father. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks a lot,
And he sent me some nice cake and all that. You can show me the cake and everything. And you can ask me any other question in the meantime.
What do you need to your son?
You see, first of all, like he told about me, I want to tell. What happens is when you become rich day by day, and your child is born, the child is born with a silver spoon. That means he has all the luxury with him. And many of the time, you will see that the child who is born in the luxury spoon, silver spoon, is not focused into his business, because everything to him is very easy. But I am so lucky that Adil in his work is so focused in his work, in the family, that he ensures that what I have created, he will carry it in a much bigger way, in a much stronger way. Now this is very, very important for any father or any father and mother, that his child takes his generation to the next level. And I also tell you that you should give your same teachings to your children, that when they become big, they should be able to carry this flag of Danube into the world.
Do you ask your father for any help or advice or support?
Yeah.
Because the way he say,
No, so the good thing about him is, and not many people do that. He had the heart to delegate a lot more than he should have at some very young age. Like I remember when I graduated from college, I already had worked so long. Already at that age, I had been given a business to run, which is a multi-million-dollar business. So not many people do that. And talking about the advice, whenever I get stuck somewhere or it's a big decision, I always come up to him and I take his advice. So yeah, that's a big benefit.
Are you following the same steps with your kids?
I will try. That's the plan. I remember he put me to work in our building material warehouse. When I was 13 years old in the summer holidays, I used to go there. Now I have 2 young boys, so I'm hoping that by the age of 12 we put them to work as well. One way or earlier. So the plan is, because I always feel if you don't give that solid upbringing and that tough life initially, and everything is made easy for you, then you will not have the character to run, or the character and the strength to run the organization. So you need to, of course, what he has seen is much harder. He's seen it because he's built an empire from zero. I was lucky to have a rich father, to have a good platform. But having said that, I had the values that were instilled, for value for money, for hard work, and that's really helping me today. So I hope I can pass on the same values.
And you know that your father started so much.
Yes.
And in reality, it was not easy. He worked so hard.
Yeah.
And
That's what I mean. If I would be foolish and selfish if I know that somebody has worked so hard from the young age of 15, 16 years old when he lost his dad, to come from the slums of India and then to create a multi-billion-dollar empire where everybody's working and so many families are dependent. So he's done this from the ground up and he's seen very difficult times. So I'll be extremely foolish not to utilize this and to take this legacy forward, which he's worked so hard for. And that is the reason, that is one of the motivations that keeps me working hard as well, so that that when the baton is passed, I can also be the bridge between the first generation and the next generation and take this business to the next level.
as proud of your father, can you tell him one word?
Sorry?
As proud of your father, you that.
Yeah.
This is how my father is one word.
One word is too difficult. But legendary. If that's one thing, he has so many good qualities, and it's one word is very difficult to. But some of the characteristics is always smiling, very hardworking, very modest, and he knows, I'm very balanced. That's important.
Okay. You want to ask?
And there's one small cake, and Sharif, there's one small.
Yeah, we'll cut the cake, man. He got a small cake for the Happy Father Day.
Yeah, excellent.
He and my daughter-in-law. See this? With the flower, with the balloon.
Hey,
So we thought we'll cut when you were here. Open the cake, Shane, one second.
Can you get some pictures? Yeah, you also get them now.
one word is too difficult to describe.
I told you what one.
Work on. That's it.
What did I see? Your wife.
Yes.
She
Yeah, you see her. She comes all the events. She's there.
You want to go to the box?
She's there.
She is the hand.
Sure, no,
Yeah, she can all this. Yeah, good.
Have a look.
Okay, so you are putting the flower. Yeah.
So there's a balloon also, right, Shri?
It's behind.
Okay. We get the flowers.
Flower.
But you need the balloon also. Okay. Happy Father's Day. That's a nice, beautiful balloon and cake.
Thank you. Then have the cake. Cut the cake.
Yes.
Nice, mostly, that's fine.
You want a video or picture?
Very congratulations.
Send it on the side. Happy
See, I'm not only father today, I'm a grandfather.
Yeah.
Now, being a father is, you're happy. Being a grandfather is a super happy.
Congratulations.
Long life and no success.
Thank you. I will also give some spoons, I'm saying, yeah, you're very smart, Shri. You think before I think, you know. Really, she's working with me how many years, Shri?
7.
Yeah, only 7? Only 7, she not longer.
Should we help you? Why don't we just get it first?
You, excuse me.
I will not do nothing.
तो श्रीका आप पार्टी इसको पार्टी
I'll get it next.
Don't worry, I'll get it.
That's so much.